So last night I fell asleep with something. Yeah, that's why this deal go wrong. Cause y'all gonna is in me first. Cause y'all tried to change something. You tried to swap my identity with these girls. Lumafarious, mommy what? Mommy Watts and Luminafarious. This other interest in Empress of Divine Justice. All these people is the earlier, probably Henley energies. Justice prevails in reverse. So something went through. Okay, they figured out something. Family member drama. hmm They figured out something, but I fell asleep last night. I was watching something about like archaeology, and they were trying to dig in Mexico and say, that some of these people in Mexico or something was found was like the oldest people in the country. Blah blah blah. But I was thinking about that. Mexico wasn't what you call it discovered or whatever until like the late 1800s, 1870s or something. Can't remember. Before that, it was no such thing as Mexico. It was still America or the Americas. So it was no such thing as Mexicans back there. Okay. But they were trying to replace whatever. They were trying to replace whatever. That's why some of those, like the Moroccan, you know, um, Amexem or some of these maps or whatever that they're bringing up now, since Mexico is trying to conquer or come and crawl up into America and claim it. But again, what do you say? Discovered, found, any of these words still. It's very significant about what those words mean. But we can't say whatever this is because, like I said, there was no such thing as Mexico, I think, until um, the late 1800s. So it was still America. So then those would be Americans, probably. You see, Mexico is a new bi race or subgroup. It's a newer race, just like Native Americans. It just That's the newer race that was created here, or the last, or something like this. But even if you say it's the first, it's the last. Well, at first they was Americans, then they called it Mexico, and now some of these people that's have some of that genetics is here as Mexicans or whatever, right? If we even talking about the actual people, because I told y'all these are categories or subgroups that they try to use as like a hovering something, right? Like I told y'all, right now it's like they're trying to do like a rediscovery or something. In whatever conditions you're in, they're gonna try to entitle people like me and my family. We were America, like American, living the American dream. These people attacked what we had going on. They broke it down. Now the family is coming back together, but it's somewhat what you would call so-called broken because I'm the only one that didn't go against myself in this family. These ain't the same family members or whatever. These are some kind of, again, creation or offspring that these people were creating when they were in the lab for the past 30 years or 20 years, when they were stealing, when they were wearing my crown, this group of hooligans, and dealing with the energy and the information that the gods would be dealing with. So whatever they did down here at the in Mexico, no, whatever they did down here when we seen the other day that they killed that King of Cups, and they shouldn't have done that. They gave his stuff. It's like somebody dies and they give his last remains and stuff to this Queen of Cups. I'm pretty sure it's one of these females that's attached to that clan. Okay. It could also be the version, because I feel like when Mommy Wata got a hold of my spouse, he was a he was an offspring or a creation of Ernest, my uncle Ernest, Bud, Graham, Hancock, um, what's his name? The one that's out there being pissed off, and Netanyahu. Okay. Um, and this mommy Watson could be more prone to them, but that version of this spouse was here about 3 years ago, 2, 3 years ago. I could see his face. I knew he was created with Nisi and them because he used to live around the corner. My boyfriend used to live around the corner from my uncle Ernest and my cousin Nisi on the other side of the golf course than me and Candy. So they had already knew each other. They could have run in some type of circles before I moved there. So again, if there's like something about aliens or activity, underground activity, they was already playing with these kids before I even moved the fuck up there. They summoned me to come that way for some reason. Okay. Like I said, if mommy Watcha either got a perm or that's your natural hair, you one of those straight haired dog people from down there in Mexico. And one of these men picked you, even if this is not the father. Like I said, if Maduro is like the grandfather of, or the father of like Saddam, it might be these older people that like something a certain way. They don't like kinky hair or they don't like something like this, right? And so somebody messes with this, but she knows this bitch is crazy, trying to steal my motherfucking essence and my whole entire whatever this is. Yeah, we got grandparents, right? So what I said, the father and the son over here getting killed is that's also significant. You thought you had that shit in the, you thought you had it in the bag because they getting close to figuring out that this mommy Watson energy, this Luma, these are like these old scientific poisoners of something. This is why God made it hard for me to get these particular diseases. But these people could be carriers of them. But if they bust open the Queen of Wands version of me, that's like them using my domes or my cups, spreading me around. So say it's 1,000, they made 1,000 of me or something in my likeness. They can just go bust the head of this person open and drink blood and act like they me. The whole time, the whole time, it's like they diminishing my energy or they're trying to, okay? And whatever they're creating from this plasma or stuff like this, if I'm getting hurt or something, they're not giving it, they're not feeding it to me. So I would have something that could heal humanity right now, right? But I'm supposed to be prone to it. But if a scientist makes something and make me not prone to it, whatever the fuck they're using to heal themselves, they won't even give it back to me. It's like I'm the motherfucker you created that shit off of to heal everybody, bitch. You're not gonna give it back to me, nigga. I'm gonna create something else. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you wouldn't have touched me, if you wouldn't have touched me, I wouldn't need no healing. If you didn't force to find something in the scientific community to use science as a weapon, because I'm not agreeing to any kind of scientific trials on myself. That's not going 100% in my favor. So these are people acting like me, signing off on shit like they me, and you just pulled that little stunt. Oh, they're doing this to me, da 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 da. And so that's what the villains are now trying to become the victims. But something happened within the last 24 hours where you thought you won. You thought probably because let's see, let's see. Yeah, somebody tried to move quick, and that's why the Lord of Swiftness. This could also be somebody. This Taylor Swift energy could be one of yours, Mommy Watson. It's not mine. All right. So the Eight of Wands is here in reverse, and the Lord of Swiftness. Somebody could be trying to move quick. Somebody could be trying to move quick. Yeah, these people from the south or from hell, Mexico, um, the islands, even now the southern parts of America. Um, yeah, they're not Christian. They're Antichrist. All right. They're Muslim too. Okay. and they were doing an illegal investigation here. Okay, so this could be like something like that, third party in reverse. But somebody could have left somebody alone because they felt like they got all that they need. Okay, this is this yay energy. That's one of yours. One of the I mean, it could be one of the Scorpios. You could be because one of these men or some of these men is like they was connected to their mama or something like this. Hmm. But they thought I was strong enough to break them away from that mama. But the mama been stealing from me all the essence and the direction that I need from the ancestors. So the fake mama, all right, that she could be me. Okay, yeah, that's also maybe Jay Z, Rothschild, um, energy. So again, somebody is realizing really fast that they made a mistake by letting that person claim that they was a wife of this son or this man or this emperor or this husband or whatever that y'all relocated. Because the one that's here now looked like Mommy Watson now. He looked more like Whack 100. See what I'm saying? Um, this could also be Kendrick Lamar partnering with Mommy Watson. It's something to try to defeat me so that Kendrick Lamar can have me or some shit like this. It's just not happening because whatever you did with uh, whatever her name is, Goddess Pay or whatever, to the real Drake energy that was close to me about 4 or 5 years or about 4 or 5 years, whatever y'all did to him, when that I want you to want me like I want you, was whatever this is. So even if they trying to make the new Drake dark skin and they trying to make him into Kendrick Lamar, that's not the one. That's not mine. That's not the one I want. Um, that's that one. I'm trying to figure out who that. I was just thinking, oh, yo people, yo people is the dude that came up to my car that looked like a dark skinned version of Divinely Guided Seer. That's her second attempt to send a mail towards me. It's probably a tracer or a tracker. It's probably a tracer or a tracker energy. But he also looked like that boy Woods, the boy from high school that used to be cool with me. Terrence. Terrence Woods that supposedly went to jail for killing that Mexican boy at the bar. I don't know if it was Greenleaf, whatever bar over there by Lakehurst that we used to go to. And they said that he killed that boy and he went to jail for a long time for it, allegedly, if they even went to jail. This could just be into the underworld, and these is the people that they use to do the dirty work while they trying to snatch over the nation or steal somebody's identity. Now, he look a lot like Terrence Woods, his demeanor and everything. But that's one of yours, divinely guided here, because you're Coretta Scott King energy. You probably on that side. You don't have nothing to do with the father. Your kinship comes through the children or something with the father, if that if that 10 of Wands. I don't know why they're so afraid or want to get rid of something that's all they refuse to say. Holy of holies, the Lord. They don't want to say it. That's why they're going. You don't have to. Just cut your fucking tongue out so you can't say nothing else and keep on convincing and fooling the nations. So this is like the old serpent, the one they called the devil, the four energies that the angel from the bottomless pit came up with the chains and had to chain them down there so they can fool the nations no more. That old serpent. Okay? Something is being brought to a clean halt because you try to replace the all, the is, the I am. Because this bitch want to be it so bad. They don't want to get in trouble and give up this lifestyle or these plans that you had, that you stole right up out of my chart, right out of my pathway. Mm-hmm. Ada Swartz, thinking that shit was gonna work. Okay, that's getting closer to why master teacher. looks like the mother, my mother, but I didn't realize that. See, the Jackie lady, Miss Jackie, that we used to spend the night at her house in Rolling Greens after we moved to Waukegan. That's why you look a lot like Miss Jackie, and the daughter, the oldest daughter, now look like Miss Jackie because y'all been killing my original kids that's in my likeness, and you've been doing or holding them hostage or sending them to other countries behind my back, taking my upgrades and stuff that I need to survive and protect myself or what's left of myself in my particular family that don't have nothing to do with these people. None of these people help raise my family. None of these people help take care of my children. None of these people help do anything for me. None of my family members ever gave me a dime. So you don't get to come play and pick at my family and see what you want to take. Now you're going to get your family picked up or whatever the fuck this junk is that you've been creating, and it's going to get taken. So the Lord of shortened force could be in the upright. This could be somebody tried to oppress the truth, oppress me, oppress something. Okay, the only people that think that Mommy Wata shit is better than mine is the people that know that she switched accounts with me, and you're the head. You're the head of now the fallen seven world leaders that have fallen beneath me because of the actions that you taken. That's beneath me. You understand what I'm saying? Mommy Wata. So you got Mommy Wata forces men to abandon their family and do what Mommy Wata say, or she will take away all the wealth from her. So they'll help. It's a demon. That's who's stealing the souls. The real Hollywood, the real all this other shit that was before it doesn't do that. God don't do that. All right. So court case one is in reverse. God don't take away people's free will, no matter how. But what you not gonna do is fuck around over here. So once you kill that person, and then you can send the one in that's like you. hmm This also that prime minister of the Barbados, which is and Sherry Shepherd. I think these are the versions of Uncle Ernest's wives. Joanne. I don't know what Joanne's maiden name is, and this is Nisi. And when I came up against whatever her name is, Bree something, whatever tarot, the other day, that's the version of Nisi. And the boy in you down with OPP, the little boy behind Tretch on the motherfucking OPP record thing is real. That's Nisi's husband. And do you see what I'm saying? Some of these people could have been trying to fight some kind of thing or whatever. There's no rhyme or reason to me. I'm just like the damn. Doesn't matter how this falls. It don't fall where God is going to dwindle. All right. Most of these people are dealing with lowly energies anyway, like Egypt and stuff like this. They dependent on that. Um, well, hey, welcome back, Egyptians. So you can't, you know, that still is always it's still gonna be lowly. It's still gonna be from beneath. They can't see no higher. So they try to capitalize and try to exercise and try to raise up this kind of thing as if it's the highest level or something, and people get stuck underneath that piece of glass. It could be a plexiglass. It may not even be real glass. Um, so there could be what I said last night about famine or plague or something coming to these people. Now this could be a plague of like some type of mental illness. These people are going to get caught up. They're going to be exposed. The hot mics is going to be exposed of how these people really think in their head about the Son of Christ or the Antichrist energy as a whole. hmm Yeah, these people is fired. I don't want these people doing anything. So some of these times now, because I used to vouch for Graham, whatever his name, Hancock or whatever, but I could see a little bit why. It depends on what these theories is that they were using in the background, because this information that they putting out for us is old. This information that they putting out about us is old. These are also geisha women. These are compromised women, or these women that their beginnings came from compromising themselves amongst men. I refuse to bow to them. They got on their knees for other people's husbands and stuff like this, and showed their sexual um Kama Sutra something, okay, because they had to work extra hard because somebody got a God box. It don't even matter. Somebody don't have to do all that. Somebody else do. They have to focus on the pleasure, but nobody said that you have to please and make pleasurable for unruly, unworthy, unclean fucking men. I'm sorry. So that's your first mistake by thinking that me and you is the same. I could be on with my last quarter in my pocket, bitch, and if it's something that I'm feeling a little degraded, or I feel like you want me to lower myself by doing something for you to get something that I need, motherfucker, we just gonna be at a net, we gonna be bumping heads. We gonna be, but me and you is not the motherfucking same. That's what I'm saying. Me and these girls ain't never the same. Don't fucking put these women in my face and tell me that they the same as me, because they already don't low down. This fucking dirty South ass energy. I don't need to people like, oh, why you didn't connect with me, or why you didn't do this, or why you ain't da 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 da. I don't have to do any of that shit. Go play with your fucking friends that's high priestesses and shit, and say, oh, let's have sex at the same time. Let's do this. Oh, well, I will come over and give you this type of head or something. Like, no, I make those things with my husband for if he cleaned up the kitchen for me or something. You know what I'm saying? Um, when everything else was right. Everything else ain't right, you ain't getting that shit like that. You know, call yourself trying to front and stun on me and go get it from somewhere. You getting it from these sick bitches. You ain't getting nothing but disgust from me. I'm not concerned about it because your little pee going in somebody else's hole is not gonna bother me when I know what kind of energy both of you are carrying, trying to punk me, nigga. I'm not. You're not about to displace me from what the fuck I said I am. It just ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna displace me from what I said I am. All right. So we got the Scorpio here, a Lord of Pleasure. This could be somebody else that used a lot of different cups or something like this as well. A lot of different cups to a lot of different cups. You see, because that's why I said YouTube. If somebody is doing something on YouTube with my videos and my footage, you know, that's attempted murder. Some people are using these platforms. Some of these people are using these platforms, you know, to speak their truth while they're in a dire situation around surrounded by people that may be able to hurt them. And when you're going on here, if you started illegally using my um you started using my intel for a court case or something that's ongoing, you can't cherry pick, motherfucker. Yeah, the whole thing is still being heard. This is somebody that, you know, oh, enough, let's not look at it no more. Oh, we got everything we need, because you know what the fuck is coming. You tampering with evidence at any time. If somebody was seriously using my channel because they thought I had a disease or something, and this is the only way that they can get me to communicate, and this was a court case, you motherfuckers would be fired, like you gonna be. Mm-hmm. Because you was picking and choosing what, when you heard the real truth coming out, you hurried up and deleted it off the channel and stuff like this. So you might as well throw the whole fucking case out, because it's silly anyways. It's silly anyway. It's silly anyway. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's scared of losing no nigga like this. Ain't nobody scared of losing no nigga like this to no bitch like that. And that maybe that's why God, it ain't that God is blocking my heart from feeling it. It just, you don't even matter that much. The only thing about you matters is the shit that you stole from me, and you can't keep it. The only thing that matters with you is the shit. How does it feel to be that kind of person? I don't know. I don't know how it feels. Okay? I don't know how that feels. Means that the people know the real you, not the one that they trying to shatter your life and block your money to make you look like a bum or something. And they feel so good in this energy. Oh, you make me feel like a natural woman. There's also men like wrestling women or something. These are like men dressed up as women, and you got a dick and you got a different kind of brain than me. Why are you over here in these? If this was a sport, why are you? I refuse to fight a nigga in sports. They got a penis between their legs. Why would I do that? It makes no sense to me. Okay, we got Lur. So Leeler was my grandmother's name. I noticed that on Moana, I think, and on a regular map, that name is on the map. Maybe as a like a more Pacific Islander energy, or I can't remember. It was that name is on the map, but it's also breaking down to Lee and Lur. So Lur is in reverse. So there is a family drama. Lee is an antichrist. So that's why I said Gail Lee, all these other things, something Lee, Georgia Lee, these people, this is a worrisome, bothersome. I remember my play sister Sophia. I think she used to talk to a dude named Lee, and I think this person got abusive with her, and then eventually they end up breaking up. I think it was a dude named Lee. So there's something about these head demons or whatever this is, okay, that could maybe afflict the regular human beings with something or in some kind of way here. Yeah, somebody is mad because somebody is not being seen as the King of Cups. Some of these people were thinking, oh, we're cool with, or I know him, or not, this is what's going on. My mom has this person wrapped around some shit. Somebody is trying to get something else. So this could be a fight, Gog and Magog. This will also be like heavens and earth, like a heavens and earth type of situation, where the underworld and a higher something, they're hoping that you fall for the mommy watcher trick, as if that's me, because you want me to perm my hair like mommy watcher, or you want me, if that's her natural hair, then again, more than likely you from India or something. You're not American Indian, or you're not an American. Um, and you want me to go ahead and perm my hair or something, because um whoever picking mommy Wate ain't picking me because of my hair, or because of the way I carry myself, or they're more used to that person or something like this, if this was an older group. um but it would never be because of another bitch. I mean, I just don't rotate like them. And so, like, if this is this energy of this mother trying to come back and live the life where they was like, oh, this is the youngest girl to ever do this, and da, you trying to steal the legacy that I created, even after all the odds that you motherfuckers stacked up against me, and you trying to, you trying to take all my what do you call them, my footprints, or you trying to take all my highlights, or my stepping stones or whatever from beneath my feet, and then walk on them and take the picture. You know what I'm saying? uh it's like, whatever they're doing, they can't even do it without me. So that means you got a clone of me walking around with you to get you in the doors and touch on the little thing to open up the doors. And I'm tied up, and y'all got me open up the doors, and then this bitch go up in there and take a picture in the next level, like, oh, I'm in level 5. Look at me holding up a sign. It's October 15th. Look at me, I'm in the next level. But it's not your energy that got you in there. You gonna have to, somebody gonna have to release, okay? And we got Prince of the Chariot of Waters, because even in court, it's really not who's telling the truth, it's who can prove what. Sometimes that's just the way this shit really works. And when you telling the truth and you innocent and things like this, what are you trying to prove? Nothing. So they call that giving up. Oh, you gave up, or you not. I'm not going to even fucking entertain you. And we will see what happens to you, even if you think you get that victory, and then you fall right up off that damn cliff. This could also be Cliff Huxtable energy. You could also be one of them. Okay, you one of them, because some of the older masculines. Okay, some of the older masculines, they may have. They may have other versions of me that I don't know about. It's something about why they gave everybody else like a Lucy experience, but they trying to act like I just came on the market in 1980. But as a my identity as whatever it is on this earth is older than all of these people. So you're gonna try to go back, even go find that Lucy Bones or something, and that Lucy Bones could kind of look like my cousin Denise, but that's not the original thing here. That's not the Lucy Bones could even go back to hanging with Jadevra. So, somebody like she's one of them, but that's not the original. That's not the original. If you go back to that study, that's not the original peoples of that area either. I did works on this shit already. You, you I may not remember everything, but I've already done works on this. The bones and shit that they found out there they was calling Lucy. This could also be where France was being a traitor. Yeah, Brokeback, Brokeback Mountain. This could also have something to do with the Hunchback of Notre Dame or that building that collapsed in Notre Dame, and then they put the shit back up. This could also be God ruined that whatever that is because these people started to worship each other or they started to worship each other sexually or something like this, and go against God or try to build something out of the sight of God or something like this. And the God on earth wasn't even looking at it like that. Mm-mm, it wasn't. So we got Christian in reverse. We got the King of Cups in reverse as well. Okay. We also have you Slim. Okay, so I don't know somebody like the who's the real Slim Shady, the Slim Shady. Okay, and then it says us Lim. Somebody's name could be Lim or a Lim because I'm concerned about the level of obsession. I don't like anything that's obsessed with me because you're gonna alter the. Oh, it's okay. Just like somebody that's obsessed with you, you be like, girl, you know, we went out to we went out to for drinks after work or something. Some people will be flattered, especially men. That's why incubus succubus energy works best like that. When they use science and technology to block the men from their regular God or from their regular feminine. And then when they are so sick like a dog and they hear the feminine now fighting and speaking and stuff like, what's wrong with y'all? Da 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 da. It makes them feel some kind of way. And then this person comes in and make big macaroni with period blood and spaghetti pots and say, come on and tell me all about it up in your, come on, baby. Put your head in my bosom and tell me all about it. And then they get fucked up in the head like, wait a minute. Wait, I was fighting for a cause or something like this. You know what I'm saying? So again, it says us, limb. So again, this could be the pair. Somebody is the pair themselves. They don't get to have a pair. This could be some kind of curse or something too. All right. Now the shadow energy could be more Islam. It could be, but that means that the flattery of you wanting to get that close to me, there's no regard in lifting someone up first, though. So the swarm is feeling kind of personal. It's almost like, yeah, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna canvas the land, I'm about to break this down, da da da, and as long as you don't go against me, well, let's just do it now. Mm-hmm. Or forever hold your peace, and I won't be at peace if it's done that way. So, you know what I'm saying? That kind of shit. You understand? Because this could be also deemed illegal for a man to be hiding out. This could be why some of those women got in trouble for hiding these men because they thought that they was Christians. They thought that their man was Christian. They didn't know that somebody replaced the person or cloned the person or something like this, and that was not a Christian. It's never even if you bring it up, then this means that somebody has gotten a foot too close into the. But what do you say when your energy and that's where the buck stops right there? But you surround it though. You understand? Mm-hmm. There's like an oil spill or something in the waters here. So somebody could be taking some unstable effort here. That's scary because if I say, some people be flattered. You told this bitch no at work. I can't deal with you, my wife, or you ain't my type or something. And then you wake up in the middle of the night or something, and this bitch is standing over your bed, and the throat is deep. You understand? Bitch, you snuck past my wife and everything. Oh, you don't like that bitch like I don't like that bitch. Oh yeah, we about to be fast friends or whatever like this. You know what I'm saying? A ninja bitch. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, you know what I'm saying? You go outside and get in your car in the next morning, and the lady sitting there naked, and your wife been disturbed by this energy that they've been sending. She not giving you none, and then you just go for it, and then all the explosions from all the time, and then you start thinking that this bitch is God or she got a God box, and it's all the glitz and glamour, or it's all the other shit that's going on in your mind. It's all the other shit. This is Men are the reason why we fall. They're never the reason we rise. It's just time, to understand that. Like, you could get back in a little bit after you get your punishment because you almost fucking destroyed us. Do what the fuck is right by me and God, or lose your motherfucking life. Cause we really don't have that much, I don't have that much more patience, really. hmm Like I said, a God mind. Let's take the box out of a God mind, or somebody that know that they're good to the core. They're not worried about nobody taking nothing from them. I tell you that right now. It's not going to hurt the same as it'll hurt another person. Two of Pentacles, and that's not going, because you know your worth. And listen, I didn't do no witchcraft or no nothing to get this man. Now that doesn't mean that he loved me either. The motherfucking people in this family could have always just knew who I was, and they was all going to steal from me. I didn't have to do shit to get him to spend $1 on me or nothing like this. It was something genuine here. All right. But that could have also been flattery as well. Go up in there, treat that little girl real nice, like a princess. Shit. She is a princess. Treat her like a princess. But while you doing that, we're gonna be stealing everything from underneath her nose and da 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 da. Period. All right. We got Mo or Momo. So this Phoenix marvelous energy could be a Mo energy, but this would be the Valentines being banned or fired from their position or their stake because you tried to let this person worship Sophia as if it was Christ or something like this. And so this might be whose child this is. It could be a Momo and a Jay-Z or something like this. I could see that maybe a little bit. But I feel like the Momo is still a new energy after whatever they did to me in the Rolling Greens. It wasn't those people before. But I think Momo and them used to live in that first building up there by Lewis Avenue, the one next door to where uh, that girl Sharkia, it's the building right behind. Sharkia building was right here by the street, and that Momo dude was here. And I think that my play sister Sophia, I think she used to talk to the Brooks boy, Dante, and she also used to talk to this one. But no, because that could be also okay. The Brandon Brooks, Marvelous could be a Brandon Brooks, Bones, Brooks Bones, whatever Jay-Z Carter. Y'all did something, okay? This is like somebody end up ending my life, putting me in a tomb or something. But this is the creation that been walking. Like if they go take some blood or they go get this and that. So to heal my people, now they immaculated them with somebody else's inoculated or whatever the fuck this is, with somebody else's stuff. And so these people then forgot, they changed the uniform. They changed something to convince these people of who is their God. They did. And then we got the world card energy sitting at the top of that deck that just keep on calling my name. All right. So somebody was trying to just bury me underneath something here. The Lord of Rest from Strife. All right. So somebody thinks that I'm tired. This could be a final person. They think I'm tired. Um, and I could be. I could need to rejuvenate here. I might be, okay, being rejuvenated here. Lord of earned success. So like I said, this was about not that kind of rest here, all right, but not controlled, I feel like, by these people. This could also be if my dad is having a problem deciphering between me and my mom, and now is my mom and Sharon, or Sharon and me, or something. It's just he can't have that position no more. You can't have that position no more as like a not a shepherd, but I keep on getting that word what we were talking about a couple of weeks ago. Like somebody can't be the property manager. This could also be a split between the father-in-law and the father, or the so-called father. That these people are some type of property management in the kingdom, and that's like the biggest problem right now. Okay, that could be a biggest problem for a kingdom or something like this here. Yeah. So we got earned success, okay, and Lord of perfected work, mm, Lord of material gain, okay. So these people could be trying to use this energy here behind this world card energy, but the world card energy in this streaming is the reason for mm, the material gain, the perfected work. Somebody don't put nothing out unless it's perfect, okay. um but like I said, this woman is being held in contempt for releasing information or the soft spots. That's why all these niggas is soft. Because y'all done sit there and let mommy watch it. You didn't like the way I was talking to you. You didn't like our way I was calling y'all out on your first name. You don't like the way that I was saying certain things. And so you went soft and you went hard up under the mommy Watson energy. And this is the reason why you have fallen. It's like what goes around comes around. Now these people will be the stepping stones or something for the real Christ energy. The nations have fallen. It's just the bottom line. You keep talking about some days and shit like this, bitch. What's a day to a god? Mm-mm. Yeah. These people also taking my essence. You want to use it? No. You could cease and desist that. You could cease and desist any of my girls or any of these other people or anything at all. You cannot use anything else for your works or whatever you're doing. We got the Lord of Strife here. Mm-mm. You, like I said, you don't produce it. Okay, so just stop. Just stop. Because this is a trifling. Whoever this masculine is behind me, your only reason but for getting from me, getting with me, was to steal my identity and parts of me and give it to some bitch that's less than me. And both of you motherfuckers gonna burn, be get taken out back, hopefully by the jihad, and blast in your fucking head. Because I, you understand what I'm saying? Won't have it no other way. There is no failure here. There's no other way that it can be. Because you want to keep the person away. This person wanted to be away from me. Whoever, whichever clone this is that put all this shit together, they wanted to be away from me when I figured it out. Because you knew when I figured it fully out and I get a piece of evidence, that's it for you right there with my own motherfucking hands. So you see what I'm saying? Ooh. Yeah, we got hoes. Somebody got hoes, but they trying to treat their wife like a hoe. Bitch, you was my hoe. You're the hoe. One of these niggas been one of these niggas been turned into a hoe. Why are you coming at me like that? Stay in that lane or whatever. Why are you trying to come at me like that? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in reverse here. Ten of Wands, family drama. This could have been something this Queen of Pentacles may not even been suspecting what was going on around them. There could have been some family drama, and this could have got this Queen of Pentacles, this Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of the Thrones of Earth. This could have got this person harmed or aversion, somebody's avatar, somebody's decoy, somebody's original body, there was some other drama or something that you didn't even have nothing to do with in the past time, this lifetime or another, um, or the future, okay, that somebody gets hurt. Like this is family drama. They'll all smile in your front of your face when you come around, but when you're not around, it's family drama. Because most of the time, it's about the person that they smile in their face. They want to take their place. So everything, you wouldn't have seen no drama or no red flags in your family because they would never step to you with that shit because you the real emperor or the empress, or I'm the real motherfucking thing. You get what I'm saying? And somebody's like, the show must go on. I must turn the page or something. You don't have the authority to do shit you talking about you about to do. And you never will. You never will. You got these people convinced because they see me without. Think about it. Am I without my voice? Am I waking up the next day? Am I able to still talk? Am I able to still kind of pick up a little bit of information? Talk to me. Talk to me here. What are you taking? Do you understand? I'm starting to think, well, damn, these people just can't be that fucking smart. It's like if we you flip the script, they should do a Planet of the Apes movie, because this might even tell somebody, the Planet of the Apes, we felt bad for them in those cages and stuff like this. They got freed, but let's think about that for a minute. What if the pit Planet of the Apes, the punishment for them people was to be put in those type of bodies because and have to start over in some remedial fashion because they were the ones that was doing this shit on other people. And so doctors said, hey, let's get some of them and cage them up and then let's do some trials on them. And you know what I'm saying? It's like something that keeps happening, like kind of repetitive. It's like a weird thing. Because can you think about it the other way around? If these people got that smart and was walking around, and let's keep the monkey aspect because people get in their feelings. Okay, people get in their feelings, and so but let's just think about that. If it's not like the movie, they didn't go out in the wild, or some of them went out in the wild, but some of them stayed at that lab, and they could talk. These are smart monkeys that somebody taught them how to talk. They taught them how to walk up straight, upright. Okay, like the Valentines, they taught them they took some type of knowledge or something like this. Okay, and they were sitting here doing these things or something like this. And what is it? The American goddess or the American goddess, the number one specimen. Matter of fact, let me make one like me from this specimen and call it Mami Wata. You get what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna move God's creation out the way, and I'm gonna put mine where it's supposed to be. Now this could be mommy Momo. This could be Momo's real mom. This could also have something to do with the Kingdom Hall, because Nisi them was Kingdom Hall people, okay, and the Valentines is Kingdom Hall people. Everything else was just the cream in the middle, the creme de la creme. So when you talk about the devil, you better watch out. You better watch out how that motherfucker move. That's why I can't see it the way these people want me to see it. It's all contaminated. These people will not go into the next whatever. Your reign is over. This is where you end. That's just the facts here. These are the mountains that melt out of the heavens. Shit like that. It's done. You're not gonna make me scared because you decide to leave me out of it. Maybe it was too filthy for me to be a part of it. But you cannot go on. You worship Nisi. You worship all these other girls or something. These handmaidens of mine. That of course I didn't treat them like that because I didn't know that that's what they were at the time. But you got confused, and what happens when that happens? They gotta fall. I'm not fucking confused. Somebody is a whole bunch of confused motherfuckers, but it ain't me. So somebody trying to link me back to that energy. But this okay. Also, Momo could one of the versions of Momo, like there was the older version of this person was at this house next door for that birthday party not too fucking long ago. I seen him walk through the hallway. I mean, through the version of this man from when the day almost looked the same. He looked the day that he got married to my sister, my play sister, but with gray hair and stuff. In the older version of these people could be still so sweet, and they remember because remember, if these people was really 30 when I was 15, they was just in the young body, or they was given that energy, that youthfulness, just to grow up around me and know about me and things like this and take this stuff in the future and try to dismantle me or something. Because you remember when these children from the Kingdom Hall leave the Kingdom Hall, because they got denied or whatever, they normally go off and start a new clan on their own. If they're given like the rights, I don't know, or this is just something that usually happens. They go off and they start their own thing. You got to think about that. What kind of torment that could be for maybe like a kid that, like, I used to not celebrate at home, but I also had a when I stopped celebrating holidays at home, okay, and I feel like I could do it or whatever now, or I don't have to. Like somebody's misinterpreting me. Oh, she covers up herself a lot. She got long dresses on. That means Islam. Oh, she don't celebrate holidays. That means it just means I am. I could put down those things and pick those things up when I want to, you know, like Jesus said. What are you doing? So this could be somebody trying to claim somebody because of what life I'm living while I'm under an unfamiliar attack. And now, because these people could be saying that I was prepared or they made sure that I was up to date or I had an upgrade, but they did not do any of that. Okay. They wanted to catch me by surprise or have me panic or go crazy and jump off a cliff or something. Because I don't understand what's happening. And I felt, oh, I'm realizing I felt sheltered throughout my life. And it was a false illusion of that. Because if some people, like a gang of people, can come and strip away that type of a surety or that type of serenity from me, then I might not be who the fuck I said I am. No matter what tactics they using. Okay, do you understand what I'm saying? So, and anybody that's wanting to look or can be paid a couple dollars to try to take away something that's that beautiful that you stepped onto. It's almost like when Hades was like, oh, I saw her in the garden walking with, I think it was Persephone or somebody, and he's like, and she was just the most beautiful thing in the world to me or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's something that money can't buy. You understand? Something like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so somebody feels like you gotta buckle or you gotta just let that shit go that we did to you with your whole existence. But I cannot. I cannot. It's like you cannot walk out of this facility with that. Yeah, okay, thanks for putting some little prospects together, but you can't walk away with that. That's the end of something. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, no, you're not doing that. Nigga, I will have them kill you at the gates, bitch, and your whole family, and rip that bitch out the helm and anybody else that think like your motherfucking ass. You understand? Anything else that think like your motherfucking ass. We got ice in reverse for a minute. The one thing when you get hit up like this hit 'em up style energy, when you have to make these decisions and you can't always assess it. Somebody's not gonna let you assess it. It's like you having to eat your food. You a prisoner. You got to eat your food in the dark. You might not want to eat that shit. You don't know what it is or whatever. It might feel like you eating little baby fingers or something, but you don't want to eat it. Then you've been in there 5 or 6 days with no food, and it's pitch black in there. The food is moldy, but you hungry as hell. You don't care about day 5. You just gonna eat that shit and just hold your breath or something like this. You don't care if it's some doo doo turds. You're gonna probably just eat it. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? Survival of the motherfucking fittest. So these are terrorist group. I told you that all of these all of these religious groups that's why I like the old days because they don't fuck around. No, are you a Presbyterian? Are you this or whatever this is? Are you a what is you? What is you? It's the same thing. And gang members like, oh, they be doing this, nigga. You the same thing. What's your set? Where you from, nigga? Where you from? What's your set? It's the same motherfucking thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Ain't nothing changed. Mm-mm. There's a storm brewing up here. And that's why I said he brewed something. Now this could be this lead person. I don't know. She, Georgia Lee, he, she. Somebody stirs something. Somebody knows how to use alchemists to stir or get their blood to boil or get them to be cold as ice. Somebody knows how to manipulate. But these could be, I don't think these are true alchemists, but these could be offspring of alchemists or something like this. Mm, somebody could have been about to use ice on somebody. This person could have thought they was bigger than these people or these blue people or something like this. But I feel like somebody, I don't know, it's their sneaky shit of them trying to entrap me. It is separatist of whatever the fuck you doing with them other people. That is your mistake, and that's the mistake you make. And the only mistake that might be the only reason why your ass died. You see what I'm saying? I don't like the way whatever this is goes. Hold on one second.